Just to start, it's just hanging out there. listen, 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 listen. I'm dying, Andy. I'm dying. I'm sorry. I can't even like try to do the things I'm trying to do here. Like share this shit. Hey, wait, can someone, Andy? Will you share this shit? Share this. Share this stream. I'm gonna stop. I gotta stop swearing. Okay, I gotta stop swearing. It's one of my things. I have got to stop swearing. Andy, would you please be so kind as to share the link to this stream? Got one of those in my backlog. The X. X is a good one. I like this kit a lot. I've been looking forward to building it for a long time. It has a horrible color. The plastic is absolutely terrible in color. Like that green is just it doesn't do it justice because this art is sick. This art is beautiful, and that's what I bought it on. And then you look at this and you're like, oh, it can't be institutional green. Oh, it is. It's institutional green. If you've ever been to an insane asylum, I know those of you that live in New Jersey, there is weird New Jersey. There is some crazy asylums out there. I know there are. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I know there are. But this thing is actually institutional green. So someday I will build this because if I go to the pole's not very big. Of course, I drew a colored pencil on construction paper because that's how I like to draw. As you can see, the Turnex. Use my tweezies as a illustration. Turnex came in with a, wow, that doesn't even read on light. There it is. The Turnex came in with 6. The Marseille plus Balut pack, or Balut pack, it came in with 19 at the end. This one had 17, and this one had, or 17, Jesus, 19, Jesus, 9, 6. So this one had 6, and this one had 7. And that's where it sat until the last minute. Zach swooped in, cha-ching, and then there was another contributor on mint chip ice cream, dude. Totally. I just bought some of that at the grocery store because I love that ice cream. It's good. Anyways, so the Marseille won out in the end. The Turnex still sealed in. I've had this for a long time and it's still sealed in the plastic. So that one lives for another day. So the subject today, Marseille and the Balut pack. I got the Marseille from Ryu Young Hobby Shop in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. They, my man Kevin down there is awesome. He does so many different things. He's a proficient modeler, Gunpla modeler. He's been really big into the Tamiya 4x4 racing, like the track racing on karts, and it's awesome. Even the little things that they have going on here locally within Brooklyn. Andy, you're correct. You do need a mono IMG. How many do you not have? Because I have many. You need more than one. Excuse me? Baking powder? Mono-eye? You need many mono-eye that would necessitate a rack. Or shelf. But, yeah, so I picked up the Marseille from Kevin at Ryu Young Hobby Shop. You can pick that stuff up online. They ship all over the place, and they have a pretty decent selection. Good stuff. Lots of paints, lots of kits, and a lot of, like, RC gas-powered, like, trucks and dope-ass cars. I've seen him work on a lot of things. There's always, like, a garage going on within the actual shop itself. I'm gonna stop tapping on the table. Good shit. Good shit. But so, and then I got the Balut pack. I got this from Image Anime in Midtown Manhattan, right here, also local. So this kit was completely assembled together from local shops. And I'm gonna work on it. So I've not opened it. I guess this I peeled open, or it was already. Yeah, I did. I peeled this open, but I didn't pull anything out of the runner. We'll go into this. Lots of plastic. Oh boy, it's a combination stream/unboxing. Everybody fucking hates that. I don't know. Maybe everybody loves it. How do I know? Why am I being so judgmental? I got my crossbone shirt on today because I'm trying to send good vibes for some sort of Bandai crossbone rehash rebirth. Guy can dream, can he? I mean, it did all start with the Crossbone Vanguard. We had a little tickle with the Big Nagina, which I don't know if Andy, I think you're one of two other people. You're one of three people. So, hey, Paul. I might know one of them. Look at that. This kit just looks cool, right? I mean, the box art. I want to get I almost want to get a few of them because I have all the space in the world. No, I don't have all this. No, I just want, because I feel like that you could do like good stuff, like setting them up, diorama style. I've been like culling my herd, as it were. I built 30 kits last year, so I have to like make some space. But you guys seen this yet? Here it is. It's illustrated with the Balut system on the side. Here it has the Hyaku. I think that's the Hakushiki with the Balut on it. Super cool posing. I hope that it can achieve this like sort of dynamic posing. And it has this like cradle thing. I hope that this is included. I haven't looked. This is the first time I just skinned it. So hopefully it has this little fucker right here. Oh, damn it, I'm trying not to swear. So hopefully it has this little bugger right here, this little guy, that would allow the kit to assume this prone position, elevated, and then the Balut works really cool with that, really well with that. I think that plastic noise. Oh, look at that green. That's cool. That's a crazy color. That's a crazy color. Alright, I can actually adjust the volume so that... Hey, Jeff. Welcome, Jeff. I'm sorry I missed you coming in. I was busy digging in my toys. Greetings, programs. Hello. Just be able to stay on top of the chat. I'm gonna adjust my windows. Ooh, damn, Jeff, 4 weeks? I can't even handle being a normal person that doesn't have any kids. I couldn't even imagine having that many, anything, a thing, other than a dog and a couple cats. Balut. No, that's Baloo, and he was originally from the Jungle Book, and I love the fuck out of Tails. Damn it, swearing! I'm gonna have to get a jar, and then I'm just gonna buy beers with all of my swear money. Because it's a punishment? No, Baloo the bear. I love Tailspin. That was great. It wasn't. You wouldn't call it steampunk because it's airplanes. What would you call that? Fudge. Fudge. What would you call that? Some sort of like aeronautical spin on Tailspin on like steampunk or diesel punk. Because it was just that weird world where the airplane ruled. Everything was transported by airplane. Your milk delivered by airplane. What? Disney punk? No. Diesel punk? No, diesel punk is like diesel punk is like Calamity or Machine and Krieger. I think those things get lumped into diesel punk. How many shades of red do we get? Trying to make this as painless as possible, my friends. Oh look, an instruction booklet. Ooh. This one has like a nice orangey marble. Nice. Oh, that green. I like that green. Oh, it's stuck together. Okay. We'll take a gander at that in a minute. When I can get this white box out of the center and we'll fix the white balance. Oh god. Wow, Jeff, deep cuts. All right. There it is. No more plastic noise. All right. Where's that green? There it is. It looks like it's the cables, ultimately. Yeah, it's just the cabling. But that's kind of cool that they add this like 90s out green kind of as the cable units. I think that's pretty cool. Well done, Bandai. Bandai Bonsai. These look like Char's Zagak colors. Nice little polycap sheet. Oh, the little mini dudes. Look, the dudes. To add to my dudes collection, I got a little pile of death over there underneath the Sazi. Oh, Sazi. Speaking of Sazi, this thing is gigundous. It's a beast. Beast of a weapon, and I like it. I like it a lot. But the shield already is super heavy, so it's the only thing that I have in a complaint for the Sazabi Verka is that the shield is a little bit heavy and the arms still do lack a little bit of posability. I would try to integrate some sort of rotational forearm movement if I were to be more ambitious and have another one of these kits to build / cannibalize. Jeff, you have 2 of those, don't you? Do you want to donate one to me? Boink. Just kidding. Alright, so I'm building this thing. Now, I haven't looked at any of this before. I've never built this before, so... Cool. Standard. Looks like we only skipped a couple polycaps, which is good. This is a... when is this built? Okay. Okay. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Oh, there it is. Cool. So you've got the Hyakushiki with the Balyut system, and then you've got the Marseille with the Balyut, and here they are in canon. Just super cool. That is the Hyzak, and that is the Rick Diaz. Both of those are Rick Diaz, I believe. Those are cool. I want to get my hands on a Rick Dom. That'd be cool. I think I'd have fun building one of those. I think I bought one. Bought a Dom or a Rick Dom for my buddy Jay last year, towards the end of the year. Cool. Alright, this doesn't look too super crazy. Let's build a Marseille. No. Aww. That's okay. Yeah, Rick Diaz is awesome. Jeff, I didn't expect you to. Are you kidding me? Come on. What am I? Who am I? Who am I? What am I? Who am I? So, oh wait, I'm just going. Oh, let's talk about the Balyut system before I get too far into this pile that I already have accumulated in front of me. Let's make another one. The Balyut pack. It's from what I know, it is the way to. It's like a way of entering. It's like a way for Mobile Suit to entering. Cute. Oh, what am I talking about? It's a way for atmospheric reentry to get into down to the surface and let the suit survive. So it's like a bunch of boosters and like airbag system. Apparently, this is like this dope airbag or something right here. Yeah, it's kind of like this neutral purple gray color. And I'm not going to even break into this crap until we get down to the end of the Marseille, but got it. I actually picked this up because I was like, what the hell? What's that? And I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's crazy. And I was like, oh, that suit looks crazy because I'd never seen the Marseille before. Remember, I'm new to building Gunpla models. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, this was a long time ago for me in building models. This was like, or building Gunpla models. This was maybe, oh shit. Swearing again, sorry. Oh, maybe like March or April of last year. I picked this up, or June, something like that. Yeah, I picked this up, and then shortly thereafter, I went on the hunt for the Marseille, which I luckily got from Kevin, which is great because it's a sweet kit. Right, let's build it. The balloon parachute. Andy with the deep cuts. Or the logic, I guess. Well done. What am I drinking? Lemonade. You're correct. It is lemonade. It is citrusy and delicious. And contains quinine. Alright, for the body. Touch my body. I need H. This one. Gotta get my box going down there. Cool, this is a good way. I always, so like a lot of people do things differently in regards to how they keep the runners. I don't have like the, which I should just get like a standard dish strainer or something and put my runners in. But I use just the box inside itself, and I make a noisy pile of runners like this. And they usually sit on a footstool, which I don't have out right now, so it's gonna sit on the floor because that's cool. After I sort these, I don't need either of the deer runners. I need each. Duplicate runners. I'm getting blown up on here. Was conferring with a friend on what source for steel pipe in the city. So we were trying to hash out where he could find the proper hardware and source the material. And what does he got? T6 aluminum schedule, 40 speed rail. Yeah. Oh, Polly. I'm gonna have to wait. Paul, I'm gonna like let him know that I'm online. Be like, Polly, just jump in the chat. We can just talk. Alright, J dose, polycap obs, and runner B is the red guy, and we have runner E. Runner E. Here we go. Good guy. Look at that. Oh. It's a runner party. Just to be fully frank with you, Andy, I have a little bit of gin tonic. I like how all of the translucent effect parts are a little bit different. All the colors are just a shade, just a slight shade off, you know? Even the ones that are, you know, green, like I believe even these two look pretty similar, but I feel like this is the older kit, this is the newer kit. You can see it even in the video, it looks like it. This is like a little bit more yellow. This is just a touch more green. This is the Suzabi. So the Suzabi effect parts from the 2000 kit, and then from the 2014 kit, the Verkov. Alright. Where is that? So the Marseille, I think the Marseille is from Zeta. Because I think Shiki's Zeta, right? I just watched Zeta not too long ago, and it's fucking... Damn it. One of these days I'll get it right. It is amazing. I swear it's going to take me like a couple weeks of correcting myself before that goes away. So I know Paul paints his minis. I don't paint any of my minis. I get a bunch. Even have a bunch of them in a box over there because I have a lot of kits in. Should we do like a minis, like a mini dudes paint up and like photo shoot thing, and like as like a group thing for the Discord, for Alex's Discord? I think that'd be kind of cool to just like mess around and be like, you know, play, you know, paint little tiny guys. Oh, cheers. Because I have like some teeny tiny little brushes, but I don't ever paint the little guys. I made some new. I made these up today. Took some 600 grit and some foam core, and then just a little spray adhesive, and made myself some new sanding boards. Got my Thauso Tamiya strip. I got the peanut gallery as well over here. The peanut gallery. It's like a hodgepodge of older beat up ones. Always good. I'm just gonna test this one out and see how it's. That seems to be pretty nice. Oh yeah, that's super smooth. That's really nice. We'll focus on that. I know I have a focal range within that range distance. There it is. Yeah, you saw it for a split second. Yeah, it's nice and smooth. Cool. So I did this in the past with some. Oh, this is gonna be my new go-to. So I did this with like cardboard here. These guys. A couple weeks ago, you can see the corrugation there on the end. And they worked okay, but they kind of like, you can even see it within the surface. There's like the ridges, they show up, and it wanted to compress. But so far, this guy, even though, I mean, the paper I know is going to blow out, that's fine, it doesn't matter. The paper was 99 cents for a sheet. I'm going to get like, what did I get, like 10 or 12 sticks out of it? That's fine. I'll pay 99 cents for like 10 or 12 sticks. The foam core was $1 as well for a 2 foot by 3 foot sheet. So how many am I gonna get out of that? I'm gonna get like I don't know, like 75, 100 sticks. So it's worth it for me. But everybody's got their own. I want to get another couple of desk lamps so that I can use the magnifying lamp that I have for magnifying. So that when I'm doing little things like this, I got like the knife on the leg, trying to cut the nub like this. I don't cut my finger, which I'm fine with. I have no problem cutting myself. I mean, like, accidentally is fine. Really. Try not to do it on purpose. These short blades are really nice. I'm doing all of this out of focus and off the camera, These short blades are really nice because they don't flex and they allow you to cut and sculpt the contours on the fabric. So I'm going in here where the knee is, kind of fill it out slightly. And then I'm going to go in here, the ankle, and gently trim that out. Wow, eventually I'm going to need aesthetic goggles for this because I am not getting any younger. Alright, buddy. Alright. This seems copacetic. There are some lines on it. I can scratch those off, but no one will ever see them. Alright, at least he gets a little seat. Cool. Yeah, all I need from G. Okay. A little torso action. I always like some of the little, like, I'm just taking a look at the details that are molded into the side of the body here. This is like the mid torso upper waist. If it'll ever focus, it doesn't like me, so it won't focus. Nice. There's like a couple of little pistons molded into the side of it. I don't know how visible / relevant they would be without me doing some sort of customization. But they're nice to have. Oh my, that's a hot mess. Oh shit. Did it again. Cut that armor. Yeah, of course, Jeff. Come on. With each of my, I should do like a customization progression shot or video or something. I'll do like a Ken Burnsy thing or some sort of like fadey in and out thing, because I know that's how I know digital editing and or shut up, Brian. Yeah, about all my customs. So that'd be kind of cool. See where I've come. I haven't been doing this very long, so it's not like a long journey, but there is a steep grade in the quality of my bullshit. Is that it? That's why I needed this twice? Really? Covering up my cool stickers to show that I support USA Gundam Store and Mig Jimenez and his amazing line of awesome paints. Hey, good night, Paul. I'll see you soon, homie. Did you guys watch the couple of you that are hanging around still, did you guys watch the Rinaldi interview with Zach that he finally was able to upload through the power of technology? Because I feel like that was a nice interview. I'm glad that they were able to finally get to connect and talk a little bit. Because Mike's super cool and Zach's super cool. Mike's helped me a lot. His book, SM03, opened my mind to a lot of ideas about approaching model making and scale, like keeping things within scale and treating things within scale. So I don't know how to talk about that more than tell you to go read his books because he's good. Have the time yet? Maybe in June to watch the Zach interview? I'm confused, Jeff. Dude, I know, I want to get those tank arts. Well, that's fine. Don't worry about watching long videos. Watch snippets. Watch parts. YouTube has the option for you to continue watching, so if you start watching a video, like an interview or something like that, where you're interested in what's going on or you really want to see what's happening, treat it like a podcast. Watch it and it'll store in your archive. You can just pick it up through your history and continue watching again or listening, for that matter, while you're doing your drives to pick up the kids and stuff. Get that? There's a workaround. Don't lose faith. And I know how the struggle is real, especially when you have as many responsibilities as you have, Jeff. So don't take it too hard, man. You're doing the right thing, so you get around. Kind of a Kickstarter. Buy Jeff a beer. Oh, new sanding sticks are so good. They cut the nubs so well. Just makes you want to dance. So I was thinking about doing a video on the shotgun kit that I most recently sold to a lucky gentleman in Oregon, and I didn't because everything was wrapped so nicely by me when I originally made the kit. So I just finished it off and packed it up. I'll be shipping it out Monday, and hopefully this gentleman will be very pleased with the product that I have supplied. Hope so. Gigantic hollow resin kits are way different than little models. But it's cool that I sold what I did to share with the community, and I think that's cool. If I get more requests for it, I guess I'll have to relist it, but I don't have any more made. I can easily make them, but well, I take that back. It takes like, oh geez, to make an entire shotgun, it probably would take me, if I worked solid, it would take me 8 hours to cast all of it. Just setting everything up and timing everything properly to make sure that it was quality, and that's not having any mistakes. So I don't really make money on those, but it's cool. You know, it's not what it's about. Yep, that's what it's about, man. For me, it was more the experience of getting to hone my 3D sculpting skills, like my scratch building skills, to make something that isn't real. Like there isn't anything that that you can like. It's in the video games, so I made a few different weapons, and I have one that was still in production that would have been really cool had I finished it. But man, to mold and to finish that thing out, like as a just the master, would look super cool. But to build, like engineer the molds, like engineer the sculpt itself to be able to like pop apart or just disassemble to be able to be reassembled again to make the full structure, because it's like a giant complicated form. You can't just like clamshell that stuff. You have to like really engineer things. So molds start to become like multiple parts, and even though like and everything fits like, I'm sorry, there's a lot to it. There's a lot of things going on. Pardon me. Okay, I need a polycab. I need a polycab. Right, but the thing is, it's for the Sazabi. So let me just pan up here. So there you have it right there. You have the Sazabi. Let me get me off the screen. You can see the Sinaju chilling next to it. Excuse me. Here, of course, is the race car Mad Max build set up under my 5-panel. There's some tape and shit and a marker in here. Sazabi with the giant gun. Look at that beast. And then the Steiner. I have every intention of building the regular Sinanju soon. Probably. I almost went for that instead of these two, but they've been on my... Hey, what up, CB? Welcome. Good to see you, man. Or secret chats, texts, massages. Thank you for massaging. So very nice for you to massage, yes? Yes. Alright. Oh, look at those novels. We just chilling. Building this Marseille. Colleen's in the other room, hammering through Far Cry. You know what? That's never gonna get seen, so screw it. Is screw a bad word? Don't rush it. It's not a race, it's a marathon. Wait a dang, there it is. Wait a dang, there it is. He's got chest movement, and it knows how to use it. That's pretty terrible. You guys can pretend that you don't know me if you want. I respect that. Oh, and I went all wrong with it too. Oh, sorry. Semi-wrong, demi-wrong. Demi-more? What? Ah, little duder's in there. There he is. What's his name? Red shirt number 3? So what kind of second tier and diorama are you gonna do? Sir? I'm just gonna get a glass that says lemonade. And then a winky emoji like. Alright. What the heck dang do I got going on here? Alright. Okay. And then this one goes like this. I assume. Okay. Easy peasy. We love you, Bandai. Yes, we do. If any of you don't know, that is a take on a song from Bye Bye Birdie. It definitely quantifies me as an old guy. I see how it is. Or do I? You only need to be 10% smarter than the object you are trying to operate. It's called the 10% rule. I'm a firm believer in it. You really need to be at least 10% smarter than the object you are trying to operate for it to be successful. Whatever task you're trying to do. Just kind of like a A rule to live by, in a way. Damaged buildings in a war zone. Okay. Because the Tyrion has like a distinct style to it. Interesting little core start. Got your little. It really loves that ammo by Meg sticker. Got your little guy in there. You can see it super unfocused because the camera just despises me. It's like Murphy's Law with this camera. Currently. Okay, let's see. H is still here. So we'll finish off this torso. Somebody's rolling by on their bicycle outside with opposing hip-hop chill music. It was like I was on one of those old mix stations from back in the 90s. Tomorrow's another full day of transporting my scout troopers around, plus tutoring math, science, and geology. Jeff's off to bed? Right on, homie. Have yourself a good night. Rest easy and do the good thing tomorrow. We'll be around, holding on the fort for the Gunpole community and my little making. And we'll talk to you soon. Bing. Ooh, this is kind of hype. So, the torso has a rake to the shoulder joint, where like a lot of like Zox and Zeeks, what have you? Focus. Almost there. All right, so you see that. So what that does is it creates a and like not necessarily just a forward back like straight lateral like perpendicular to the body like this. It actually it shifts this movement to be angular, which makes for more dynamic posing. I like that. All right, there we go. The tulip. This plastic makes me think of the 90s for some reason. The color. I don't know why. Or like the late 80s. It makes me think of like Tupperware or something. It's kind of a salmon orange. And it's also the first bit of color we're adding to the kit. We, me, I, who, we. Nice. Cool. Got kind of an orangey appeal to it without the intense light on it. The auto white balance on my cameras definitely takes care of all that. Oh, files, so nice. Can do all the work so your sanding blocks don't have to. And all you have to do is buff and repeat, buff and repeat. Nice. Oh man, I love this new sticks. But I realized that I didn't share this anywhere. You don't need to see me. Thanks, Amy. Crayon orange. Crayon orange is incredibly accurate. Trying to set up the things. Right. Baby stepping here. I apologize, friends and fam. Everybody's going to bed. No! Where are my night owls? Oh no, 2:30 in the afternoon. Do you mean AM? Okay. So 2:30 in the afternoon. You work the graveyard, of course. It makes sense. What up with taco oxide? Get amped and pull out a kit. I'm into it. It's quarter after 12. So you're West Coast. Nice. Later, CB. Thanks for hanging out, man. Gotta get rid of those wells. Beauty. Oh, nice. Right. And I can't remember the last time I built the torso first. Which might sound kind of weird, but it's true. Get a little bit of micron paper out here. Give that a little extra love. So, alright, you can see that there, and focus for a split second. There it is. Okay, you can see it's kind of hazy. I'm going to polish this up with micron paper, and hopefully it'll focus on it again. You guys can see the value of going to Amazon and spending about $12 to $15 on some 3M Zona micron paper. It's a set of, oh shit, there it is again, 5 to 4 or 5, not 5 to 6, I think, yeah, 5 to 6 sheets of abrasive papers that lead from around 400 grit up to, I think, about 12,000 grit. Something along those lines. So I've been using them since I was just making props, just for finishing and getting a nice smooth. You want to like get the smoothest possible finish. Here we go. So there you go. Same piece. Focus on it. There it is. Yeah, it's got the shine back to it. Almost matches the color. I could continue because this is just a little bit of a medium buff. Pull some of this. This is a higher. This is micron 3. I think this is like. Oh shoot! I think this is like. 3,000 grit. 5,000 grit, something like that. It's something like that. It's pretty high. It's not the highest. There's 2 more grits that are above this. There we go. That back in focus. Pretty good, right? I mean, obviously the reflection of the light is going to change the way that the color looks, but it is no nubs. We'll focus on it. Yep, there's a little bit of a nub line right there. You can kind of see it. But yeah, down here, you got nothing. Beauty. Just a little bit of polish. Take a couple of steps, and these things last a long time. No lie. This, you'll spend $12, it'll last you a year for all of the things, because you just cut a little, a little square, like a little 1.5 inch square, and then you use that until it's nothing, because they just go forever. It's amazing. I don't want to like let all the secrets out. Like it's not really a secret. It's just you guys should know about that stuff. Makes a huge difference when you're trying to like produce like a, I guess like a nice quality. Like if I can get those, maybe I can get those two sides. You can see the difference in quality between like a, 600, 800 grit on this side, and then like polish a little bit on that side. 600 grit, polish. I don't know. I don't know if that translates over or not, but if you see it in reality, you'll be like, oh my. All right, one more little bit. Those guys. I almost feel like this kit's runners are designed to be snapped apart after you complete a section. Like this whole area of the runner is almost completely empty. You could just nip and you don't have that dead weight. The jingle jangle of that rolling around. All right, number B, number 6. Let's do it right here. Gonna shake the camera, but sometimes it's good to put your hold the right side up. Put your paper flat on the table, and then rub a flat component against it, or a flat plane against it, to get an even surface. Your thumb is always curved, obviously. It's gonna shake the holy heck out of the camera, though. What is Bob Ross? I gotta channel the Bob Ross. It's gonna shake the devil out. Cool. Works for me. Oh, that dude just slips in there. That's pretty handy. Cool. I don't know what your purpose is, but you're a gimmick. It's like the cops when it comes down to quota time, they're like arresting or pulling people over or whatever, trying to give them any sort of ticket they can get their hands on. It's like, yeah, you're fine. Get out of here. Alright, so this one's built for an LED. Let's put an LED in it. Be back in a second. Gonna fill that back up. Okay. Don't know that I would call that a break. Cool. Man, that incense smelled really good before. I'm gonna light another one of those. Always burned a lot of incense ever since the 90s when I grew up as a little kid. Actually, I grew up as a little kid in the 80s and then matured into a weird semi-teenager in the 90s. But my wife gave me this great incense. It's called La Luna Cone Incense. And it smells really, really nice. It has like a musky smell, sort of. But it's not like Garabaggio. It's Garabaggio. It's just little cones. It's got a little guy right there. Pretty nice, I gotta say. Here. It is dirty. Get the cleaning tools. There we go. Back in business. Oh, I hurt my heads up cam. Look. Bam. Pull the Neozeon suit, might as well put our Neozeon hat. Right. So I'm on to not this stuff. Wait. This one. B is needed. Yep. B is needed. Okay, this is. Oh wait, E is needed. Well, hell. What the hell am I talking about? H. No, sir. Part A and D is our buddies green. I don't know what song that is, but I love the green, so it gets its own song. It's magical. I got it backwards head. It still says good. Okay. gonna guess it's these hose components. These hose components. Alright. Okay. Yeah, it is this light one. Wow. Man, the quality of the casting on Bandai always amazes me. I love it. Good on you. Alright, now I need to rock some of these Caspas. Oh man, these are my least favorite. There's always a thing, you know, always a part about a kit where you're like, ah, thing. That thing. So I like Xeon kits and excuse me, and there's always these guys, these little duders. They always like bring the frown down. But I guess do this right. If I get ahead of myself, I'm gonna regret it. And for me to sand these little bugs, I feel like this is torture. This is some cruel and unusual punishment. What did I do to deserve this thing? But like flexing these on here, it'll like absolutely just destroy the undercarriage. Oh. Oh, shoot. Alright. And... okay. Crud. Did anybody see where that one went? Oh, I found it. Whew! That's a sobering moment. Where did the minuscule part go? These dang things. It's like a whisper of a twinkle in your father's eye. Baby steps. One more round. I'd like to thank Tamiya for their exceptional snippers, which are allowing me to not have to do a whole ton of cleanup on these parts. Holy jeez, would that be a bummer? And the survey says yes. A bummer it would be. Yes, that's that. I got nobody talking in the chat, so I'm just gonna babble. That's what you get. Viewers drops to 0. That's nice. This is the same. Right. Wow. These suck. Nice, Jose. Excellent. It's super cheap and worth every penny. Zonia or Zona. Alright, wow, that was terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Like, something like this. I mean, my index finger can almost obscure that stuff. Anyway. That's what you get. Otherwise, everything is huge. Yeah. Nice, 1202 2000 grid is excellent. I have some like automotive or stuff that was initially intended to be used on motorcycle tanks. Yeah, so I've got some of that kind of paper rolling around from years past. And I got grip tape from when I was like a skater all the time, just like held over in case I wanted to like sand something ridiculous. But yeah, so it's good to always keep a lot of different options around because you never know like what you're gonna come across. You'll be like, what am I gonna do to this? Like, what I'm presented with this dilemma on like large scale, small scale, whatever it might be, and just to have a few different resources. You don't need to keep like everything, but just to have some options. You know? It's nice, even if it's just sandpaper. You never know. All right, so let's finish this. Get this head going. man, these colors. It's got me thinking hungry, hungry hippos for some reason. I don't know why. Like that weird line that Lego tried to produce in the... It seems short. Oh, that's the right amount. Wackadoo. Alright. I ain't the boss. I just follow the instructions. If I were to make the kit, it'd be a different story. So I'd be like, yo, what the heck's going on with this? I said this and this, and I was like, huh? And I was like, oh, well, here you go. I made that thing, so this is how it works. Enough of this. Call it Bandai. Like, hey, Bandai. They're like, shut up. You know how many other people tried to call me? Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. Alright, spacing slightly better. Still has that, like, watermelon vibe. I have not built my lupus. I have not started another. I have an old lupus from years ago, last year. It was a great kit. I was thinking about building one, but I'm mostly just thinking about donating to the cause in regards to this particular charity. I don't really have time to formulate and throw down on my end. But I do want to give my particular lupus. Oh, here we go on the shelf. I'm gonna donate that to my local hobby shop so that he can live on, and I will build another and paint another for myself eventually. Because it is a good kit. The full mechanics line is quality. I built the Vidar. I bought the Vidar, pre-ordered that thing, And I sat in my log for almost a year, and then I built it, and I was underwhelmed. So that's the thing. I was thinking about a Rex. If you do the Rex, would you do the claw modification to sharpen up the the mandibles? Maybe that's not an if, it's like a when, because you've already started that business. Malibu. Malibu Gundam. Thought about it, but don't leave us hanging. We're all awake with bated breath. What? Why not? I mean, I guess I can understand that apprehension, but I've always been like a person to just throw it in there. Like, it doesn't matter, like, I don't ever, for me, I mean, like, not that I'm anybody important or anything, but I don't, I enter everything that I want to, and I give it in my best, and I expect nothing, and I really look forward to seeing other people's criticisms of the work that I've done, because that is what I'm trying to do, is interact with other people in a way through my model making, so that maybe I can share my experience or the emotions and the feelings that I'm trying to invoke through my build with them, or maybe they can experience something totally different because of what I've done with my build, which sounds kind of weird and kind of like esoteric kind of in a way, but I just think like there's no reason for you to not just share your love for this hobby with everybody, because it's what we all do. And so do the next one, do whatever it is, man. Like, that's cool, and just keep building ultimately. Um, but so color swap. What kind of color swap? Now that I've ranted, I apologize. Water slides and some detail paint. Water slides are always good. And does it go that way? I just ordered a whole boatload from Zyber Hobby earlier today, just so that I can increase what I have for. Oh, that's what's going on. Just so that I can increase, well, advice is what it is. Take it all with a grain of salt, man, because like I'm no expert. I've only been doing this for a while. I make a lot of things, and I've made a lot of things for the entirety of my life, so I only have like, let's see, I first started making things when I was like 5, maybe, drawing. Okay, so we're gonna go base roots. So 33 years of drawing with a crayon on a piece of paper. You can't even trust that shit. So No, we're all just here to help out. So if you find something out and you want to like share it back, Jose, like look it up, share it to everybody. Don't be afraid. There's a lot of people out there that are like, oh my god, I can't share my tips because or my tricks because I'm not gonna do the whatever. What are you doing? You know, I'm not a pro. I'm not trying to be a pro. I'm just trying to make cool stuff. Anyway, this nose falls off. I don't like this. Why does the nose fall off? I smell a modification. It's kind of wonky. It has like one of those terrible cars from the 70s that was, you know, like the Yugo or something like that. That was just like put together and it was the best of intentions, but it just didn't quite link up right. And it's just, anyway. Maybe I'm being apprehensive a little bit. I apologize. Where's the shrimp? Here's the cowl. Rock the cowl. Impressive cowl. I feel like the RG Sazabi has the master grade Marseille cowl, because that cowl is gigantic on the RG Sazabi. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. I'm sure you have because it's everywhere. But that cowl is pretty dang big. And this is the master grade size for Ka. You know? Like, I feel like they gave it just like a little, they pumped it up a little bit, plump and dumped. Make sure that guy's safe. Okay. Is it the big cowls that gets me for the Xeon kids? Because I have a big a love for Xeon kids. I don't know what it is. Oh my, oh. I'm gonna share that with you guys. Alright. See if I can frame this properly. Ah, I failed. Alright, here we go. Oh my. That's so thick in all the right ways. And the fit around the crown. And then like the reveal. That's cool. Think about that. Paint every part of your kit. Don't ever think that nothing is ever going to be seen. There was a mistake that I made early on. I've only been doing, like I said, I've only been doing this for a little while, but like, paint every part. Like, give every part every detail. Make everything is real and everything is active. So when you're taking photographs or shooting video or whatever it is, or even in a show, especially in a show, when you're like live, because you don't know what someone else is going to see that you don't see. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to every little aspect of your kit to make sure that it is the best that you can do, because you never know who's going to see what. So that underside detail like that, if someone was going to paint this up and like only did like a couple of those, like the tube sections for the hoses, or like didn't paint the inside of a piece of armor, and you can see the base color through it, like say the color swap on the top, and they didn't paint the backside with the black or something like that, and then it needs sort of dry brushing, whatever. I'm rambling. It all makes sense. So take all of that into account. Paint every aspect of your kit. Think 360. Because if you're watching, yeah, I'm watching in a good way though, so don't stress. Oh man, I really like they have this little I don't know if that like plugs into the top of the cowl or what, but it turns the the lens inside. Oh, I missed those. Yeah. Oh, nice. I want to make sure that those get a nice wide cut. So that I can take down the nub without scarring material. Nice. Cool. Decent cleanup. Cool. Yeah, I was overthinking that. So if I just take these like Tamiya nips and I like take that edge off close to the body without like obviously not flattening the round. See like that. There we go. So yeah, you've got like the round and then like the gate on it, and you can like cut it. But if you cut it too low, then you like, you know, do bad things. So you want to cut it like slightly above, maybe a couple of points. I left my hand up. A couple of devil herons poking up. Just file those off. Way better than cutting deep and then overdoing the corner and then having to backfill with resin or putty. It sucks. I've done it over and over again. Especially if you're trying to like freehand an organic line that is supposed to look like organic mechanical. And you're just freehanding something that slopes and does this curved thing and it has a mirror on both sides of a fixed sculpture that you're trying to deal with. Yeah. Build it up, take it down, check it out. No, it's not right. Do it again. Go. Looking good. I agree with you. Xian did know how to build a good-looking suit. They have the skills to pay the bills. Yeah, that was tasty. I also use this micron paper, guys and gals who are maybe watching. I also use this to like dust off the top of a kit. Maybe not this one because it's kind of coarse. This is like a 9 or something. But I'll go back to this. Like this is a blue, and then like look at this guy. Like how beat up that is. That's super beat up. You can almost see through it. So I'll just use that, and I'll just buff the swirls on a kit. So if you're doing like if you don't want to paint, but you want a nice finish without having to go like and gamble a clear coat. Sorry, flip my word. You can just take this stuff and kind of like buff up any swirls. Let's see if I can find one. Here, let's see if I can see that swirl. Let's see if I can get that light. There you go. So you can see that, like, a little bit of swirl and the cowl, like, right here. Right? Yeah, like, right in there. Okay, so I'm going to hit that with this. Careful razor cuts from each side before cleaning off and remaining with sandpaper. Seems like you've got a good solid method. I have gotten a couple of different pairs of nippers over the last year and change. I use just like a base like sharp side cut like this for like my bulk cutting, and then I just got these Tamiyas last fall. They're like a $25 pair of like fine cutters, and they work really well for cutting things like polycaps and clear parts because they're super sharp and they're really delicate. But for the most part, yeah, I do the same thing. Like a big thing like this, I got some like standard like Dykes style wire cutters as well for cutting like bulk things. I got my wife some G temples because she needs some good quality cutters. All right, so what? Oops, down. Here we go. So that part that we just looked at. There we go. There it is, gone. You can see now that the line is like no moss. So this stuff is great for polishing that stuff out. You can make. I did that with my my Sinanju Stein that I submitted to Justinius's recap. He did the beginning of March, I think it was. Yeah, I did. I submitted that when I was on vacation on a cruise ship in the Caribbean. But yeah, just a beautiful kit. The Stein. Oh, wow, what a nice build. I know a lot of people customize the crap out of them, but it's a little overdone in my opinion. There are so many other kits that you could do so much more with. Yes, you can turn a Stein into this Stein into that, this Stein into that. Yes, of course, but where's the wow? This nose keeps falling off, my friends. I don't like this. Do not. Don't agree. You're going to get some goo, my friend. And then what? And then what? I don't think that gluing that will... Oh, crud, it will. Well, it's just another thing to solve. No problem. Alright. Oh, this is the napkins that were the... I think that's where the LED goes. Yeah, the LED goes in there. Excellent. So I didn't dig my LEDs out yet because they're just right over there on the other side of the room. Let's get the rest of this built. Otaku oxide. I'm sorry that you have such dull and wide-angled nippers. Where are you located? Are you in the States? Are you outside? Oh, California. Right on. You gotta have some hobby shops by you, man. Yo, cheers. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. It's good to talk to you. Be well. Yeah, it's 1 in the morning here on the East Coast. Because I'm in Brooklyn, so... How long ago did you get your cutters? Was this what you started with, or was it just kind of like, you know, a tool you had around? I'm just curious. I'm probing with questions. Call me Dan, rather. There we go. When I first started building kits, when I was a little kid, building model kits, I only had like the like straight cut razor blades, like not even a hobby knife, like nothing to hold that. I was just my hands with that, you know, that razor blade. Middle of the stakes farm country. These cuts are my dad's, which used for guitar wire. Fair enough. Nice. Yeah. I too play some guitar. It's alright. I didn't necessarily grow up in the sticks, but I grew up in a small town in Iowa, so picking up what you're putting down. That's why I didn't get into building Gunpla until about a year ago. It's one thing, anybody can get a, you know, PF-109G or a Mustang or a, you know, SR-71 Blackbird or a F-14 Tomcat. Get a plethora of hot rod models. Did the old Dale Earnhardt stock car. I think I did Bigfoot. I wanted to do Gravedigger, but I could never get my hands on Gravedigger. And this is the 90s, mind you, because I'm old. So, I did the HMRS Bounty, the old sail ship. Started that. I don't know whatever happened to it. I did an aircraft carrier. I did a battleship, small scale. So these things are only about this big, like 1 to criminy, like 1 to 100 scale or something like that. When I was normally building like 1 to 24 scale. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. So I built a lot of kits back in the day, and then I stopped for like 20 years. More than 20 years. And yeah, so here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. Bam, bam. Alright, so here's a poll for the 3 of you that are watching. What color LED should I put in this kit? I have at my disposal. Wait a minute. Otaku Oxide says, I built a few cars when I was a kid, and a few Gundam when Wing first aired. I missed that first run because of reasons. But that was the time that I stopped as well until I picked it up again a few years ago. Right on. Cool. That's great, man. It's cool. It's nice to like have grown up a little bit and then like being able to enjoy it again. That's super cool. But LED. So I've got red, green, yellow. I think I have purple. I think. So, red, green, yellow, purple. Choose which LED I should put into the kit. Red right here. As there are only 3 of you, it's going to be an easy thing to select. Alright. Oh, Otaku Oxide gets. You know what? I tell you what. There, it's, you know, it doesn't. Doesn't matter. I'll pull them all out and I'll set them up and we'll just try them all out just for grins because it doesn't matter which one I put in there. You can always change. You can always change it. Oh, colorblind. Oh, good. Okay, cool. So I was worried about this. So this piece right here is the what do you want to call it? It's like the way back now. It's the prone position. Now it allows the Marseille to rotate on its back on an action base. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. All right. So jokes aside, these two. Yeah, I think the box art shows as green, but I have red and yellow and green and I think purple. So we're gonna see. We don't really have a whole lot of people here to vote, but that's fine. I don't care. It's not a popularity contest for me. So I'm kind of like neurotic to the point where I'll go through and I'll like nip off and then I'll sand every plane that is within the nub location with like all the way down to micron and just like take all that shiny mold release off, make everything nice and smooth all on that same plane. I guess that when it comes around to painting, I don't know if you can see how fun that is. When it comes around to painting, it makes all the difference in the world. Just to like have a full smooth, because you can nip a nub and then nip a nib. So like little rascals. So you can nip a nub and then like plane it down and then try and sand that specific location off. But if you don't make the entire surface of that specific plane, so like the whole contour of this face, if that doesn't all have the same surface texture when you paint it, even if, now mind you, I know it's going to have a different surface texture than the stuff that's directly next to it, but that doesn't matter because it has the same surface texture even though it's adjacent to something that has a slightly different surface texture. When you paint it, you'll never be able to see those two surface textures in the same plane. So you'll never see them side by side. You'll always see them tangentially. So the light is going to be reflecting off of them at a little bit of a different angle, and it's not going to matter. But what does matter is that if you were going to look at this one plane, like this here, if there was a mark in there and you try to polish that out and you only polished like half of that plane and left this over here, it's going to relate through the paint job. So you want to make sure that you always clean that stuff off to be like at least as smooth or like visually smooth as it can be. Just a tip. Pro tip, just a tip. I should make some sort of ridiculous thing that's just on the edge of monetization. Nice. Yeah. Some of my roots, dudes, I like this finish. Let's say, similar different angles to catch light differently. Make light reflecting differences. Exactly, yeah, totally. It's like doing a linear finish on metal or anything like that. I'm a metal worker by trade. So, yeah, it's doing the same kind of sort of thing. I like that. I like the way you think. It's on a rocker. Ooh la la, très chic. back to this guy. It's my wheelhouse right now. I keep dropping this one because of the extra plastic on the outside. It's so heavy. I keep losing grasp on it. I want to think it's lighter than it actually is. Nice. So I've got this super cool, put it over here, scriber. It is made by antsy. It is a front weighted scriber and it goes to super duper fine. I'm just going to use that to re-etch this pen line in here that I almost eliminated. So use it to etch in. I get that guy to focus. Give me the money. There it is. That little bastard right there. Oh, pain in the butt. Worth it all. Alright, so... Okay. This guy needs a top hat. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it has the commander fin. So are all the Marseille kits, all the Marseille units, are they all commanders? Is my question. Or is that a clever ruse? Discuss. Oh man, I'm all over the place. Green extended, I feel like green will make it Christmassy. True. You can also send right, I read that before. And I've been practicing brushing for a year. Nice. And I still get to paint a kit. Oh my, really? Yeah, definitely. I painted a lot of kits with my airbrush. I actually learned to use my airbrush really well, painting model kits, Gunpla kits, and otherwise. And I am always down to talk. So if you are a part of the GBA Discord, or if you're a part of Alex Deduce Discord or Zach's Discord, I'm a part of all of those. My handle is BroBuilder, believe it or not. And you can hit me up there with a DM, or we can like talk on like live chat if you want to like one-to-one airbrush chat or whatever. Yeah, so I'm glad to help too. You know, if you have any questions, I know some stuff. I'm not like the best of the best, but I know the basics. So I'm always down to help out too. I don't do the airbrush tutorials because there's so many out there. I don't know if like it would make sense for me to try to do something like that. I guess I approach things slightly differently than some other people because I learned to use my airbrush by watching the guys that do like 40K and the guys that do sci-fi FX like makeups. So it It wasn't like I never learned like watching guys that do tanks or guys that do gunpla. I learned how to use my stuff doing other. And anyway, it's so hit me up. I'm down. Yeah. Oh, and that goes for anybody too that watches this in the future, like even 10 years in the future, when I look way different than this and I have way less hair than this, but I still have hair. Alright. This is a marker. So hit me up. I'll probably still be the same. Because Alright. So I still don't know what's up with the command fin. Because that should totally be only obviously commander. So. So you've been practicing airbrush. What have you been practicing airbrush on? Out of curiosity. Alright, we are about to LED time, LED time. It's appropriate that we're listening to some like new wave, retro, 80s style synthy bits. Oh man. What a solid helmet. You know what, guys? This thing reminds me of the Demon Zahn from F91. Dang it, I keep dropping my paper. I'm gonna let it go anyway. Do you guys, the whole three of you out there, know of the F91 series or Demon Zahn for that matter? So I have one over here. I just ordered one from USA Gundam Store to add to my my new inbox, my nib collection. I have a bit of a soft spot for the F91 series. And oh, that's so liking. They have this like real. I'm in Alex Discord. No, Zach had one. Yeah, he does. He's doing the GBA, but it's super busy. Dude, super busy. Super duper busy. I agree. I have like everything on low level updates. It's all like at only or for like the few variants things. I don't know if you know the house. They need new paint. Well, that's good with an airbrush. Absolutely. I haven't gotten that far yet, but cool. But yeah, you can totally hit me up anytime on the Discord. I'm down. I'm gonna go find LEDs really quick, so my face will disappear for a second. It's all my drink, Poo. At 8. Huzzah! Alright. Sorry for the mild delay, my friends. I'm back. Oh, yeah. Alright, of course. So let's see. Excellent. So, I'll dig up my LEDs. Oh, the reds. That's not everything. That's just part of it. Where's my batteries? Oh no. Looks like I didn't dig far enough.
usage.
I'm on a mad hunt. Somewhere I have batteries. And well, drats. There you go. So that's the thing, is I have batteries somewhere, but I have no idea where the heck they are. Clearly I have the yellow, I have the red, I'm missing the green. I assume the green is with the batteries. Wherever the heck that is. And go through the spare parts, go through my tools. Bummer. It's here somewhere. Not gonna stress it. But yeah, the LED system just like plugs right into the bottom of that. This guy plugs right into the bottom of the helmet. Like, bada bingo. Wait, this way. Bada bingo. And Bob's your uncle. Cool. What I do have is I do have the demons on. If I want to go dig it up. But do I want to go dig it up? One last place. Where's my metal earth business? I have a handful of those Metal Earth kits. Like the Ferris wheel, the TIE Fighter, the AT-AT. Cool stuff. Waifu loves me. So does my mother-in-law, by the way. So does my mother. She doesn't send me those things because she doesn't know. Alright. So this is the Reds. Very disappointed about not having those batteries. I bought a 9-pack. Or a 10-pack of batteries. Oh wait, this bad boy has batteries. So I can do yellow. Oh shit. And it's open. By the way. Surprise. It's okay. Found them both. I'm not upset. I don't have purple, which means I need to buy purple. Next time I go to a store that sells things, I'll buy it. Kevin might have them down at Reunion Hobby Shop. It's amazing that it still has batteries. I got this on eBay. Does it turn on? Well, not in that configuration. Sure, that doesn't fucking turn on. Oh, shit. Hey-o. Great success, as they say, in the industry of success. Oh, well, it helps if I read the instructions. I believe that that is a 10% rule. Yeah, well, I have the, so the first kit that I built, potentially stupidly enough, was the, oh yeah, look at that. Baby. Was the 7 sword, 007 sword. And that bad boy took one in the core, and then 2 on the shoulders. I didn't fill them in because it was the first kit of Gunpla that I had ever built. So it was a thick kit. I had to box it up because it's a mess. Not because I did a bad job on it, I actually did a pretty good job on it. I sanded all the nubs down to smooth using my plasticky techniques, but I just wasn't a fan. I have the Exia Avalanche by Momoko up above me, and I'm gonna do that thing some real proper business with the LEDs and all the additional parts and everything. That'll be a nice sculptural piece. Want to have some more space? I can put on my display cases. I have these nice glass display cases that I can't store right now because I'm in Brooklyn and I have no space. I'm here like a dresser, bookshelves. I'm in a corner. All right, so these can go on the back burner. The only thing I was missing out of that was the screw. I have a lot of extra screws for Bandai kits because they always give you extra, and I'm very grateful for it, and I don't know where my stuff is, so I'm gonna go look for it right now. Okay. Here's my case. Here's one of two cases full of parts. It's not that big. It hasn't been updated much, but you have Sharazaku, Goof, a couple of IBO kits, Build Fighters kits, polycaps, hands, IBO, thrusters, IBO, Astray. No, this is action base. IBO, Norse Packard. Everybody loves Norse. Goof, awaken! Got some Gyaradoga, got some other stuff here, level 2 dudes, blah, 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 blah. What's most important is down here, we got screws. So, I'm just going to cannibalize one of these. Good, so there's nothing in here. There's just a whisper in here. Alright. I feel like these screws are all dramatically oversized for what I need them to do. Yeah, that screw should be super tiny. That's why I lost it. Bandai. And I'm gonna bet that it's stainless steel. Which is gonna make it non-ferrous and I'm not gonna be able to find it. So, wait a minute. The red LEDs should have a screw in them as well. Or did I casually toss those aside? So aha! Where am I? Extraction tool. I'm sure he was screaming while I pulled him out. No, no, no. A tiny screwdriver. Blade Runner feel to it. Run luck. All right. Man, tiny screwdrivers and giant hands don't mix. That's that wrong. Wow. That is horribly disappointing. I don't know if it's just an old LED or what the deal is, but the whole situation is fairly disappointing. It won't stay lit up for longer than couple seconds. So I have one option I'm going to try. Because quitters never win. Alright. That's backwards. So backwards. Alright. Well, it is what it is. How to print water slide decals. I do not know how to print water slide decals, but I am aware that you can get water slide paper and print decals upon them using, I believe it's a inkjet printer. I could be wrong, but that is what I know. Because you can totally make anything that they sell to you. You just have the right material. You have to like really cut the decals out, excuse me, if that's the case, but you should be able to make your own decals using like water slide transfer sheets, and I believe it's an inkjet printer. I could be wrong, but I believe it's an inkjet. Yeah, exactly. Or you can do it with, you can use an inkjet and you can use regular paper. You don't have to use the transfer paper. Oh, no, it wants to stay on, you little bastard. But yeah, you can use the inkjet. Stayed on this time. Excellent. Oh, hell, shut up. Not quite as reliable as my Doga. Did I die? What happened? Alright, I was thinking you could also use a laser cutter, and the decals would be some sort of medium so they don't burn during the cutting. Yeah, you can also use the vinyl cutter and then like make vinyl transfers, but the vinyl transfers have like a depth to them, unlike water slide decals, which are actually pretty chill. So that's a thing. I think this is just better. But yeah, I've thought about doing, because I know people with vinyl cutters, and vinyl cutters themselves are not exactly expensive. No? This LED unit hates me. Well, I sort of got it. Something mildly infuriating. Alright. There you go. I finally got the yellow LED. It will focus, I assure you. You would think if you flooded its fucking view that it would focus on the item at hand. But no, it's like, man, that drink down there, that drink is the jam. That shit is the jam of the jam. I gotta focus on that drink. Here we go. Anyhow, the Marsai begins. I feel like I dug for LEDs for a half hour. Thank you for staying tuned in. Otaku Oxide. Appreciate it. I look forward to talking to you in the future. I'm going to end this live stream because it's like 2 in the morning in the East Coast. I know you're a little bit later out there on the West Coast, but build cool shit, say cool shit, live cool shit. Yeah, I know. I'm working on a better camera. And good night to you as well. Awesome. I'll talk to you all next time. If you watch this later, like, share, and subscribe. Talk to your homies if they're into this stuff. And if they're not into this stuff, then don't talk to them about it because they're probably going to think you're weird. Safe business. Anyways, peace, guys.